All right, there is the recording. So now we just fill for a couple minutes with hiccups and dying. Oh, excuse me.
Oh my.
That Chinese food, man. Especially, I ate part of it up in the living room, and then I saw,
Mm-hmm.
oh crap, it's 7:30. So I picked up all my food and ran back here and woke the computer up, and I was the only dork here, and I was like, I hate you all.
Yeah.
uh, Brian and Dirk showed up like within 1 and 2 minutes, respectively, but Mike took
I
a
was
while.
I was
Yeah.
reading the Lord of the Rings to my daughter like a good father.
And
We
I
are
sat here
in.
and while I ranted about stuff, which you could see some of that in the what is that? The sensitive topics channel in the Discord. I sat here and wolfed down my Chinese food, so now I have that. I ate too fast, but it's Chinese food
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I
feeling.
believe
You know what I mean, right?
I believe so. Yeah, I eat a lot of Chinese food,
Yeah,
so
you do.
I haven't had Chinese food in like 3 weeks.
Are you
It is
okay?
time. Uh, Dude, I've also almost given up Coca Cola and switched to just milk and water and juice. So the good news is I'm feeling healthier. My dentist said my teeth are looking better, but I've been like by 9:30, I'm like I'm ready to pass out. I should be good for tonight, but if it's like 10 o'clock and you're like Brian, what do you think about this announcement? And I'm like, you don't hear me. I'm probably not awake anymore.
Well, okay then.
Trying to be healthy. I'm gonna be 40 this year, so
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah,
Grandpa.
yep.
You know, in 20 minutes, Sam will be dating and driving. Maybe 25, if you're lucky.
No, that's past her bedtime. I'm safe. I'll be I'll be safe forever.
All right. Well, now that's enough, Phil. I think so. Here we go. Stop making noise. Oh, jam! Hello again, and welcome to the Mana Pool. This is it's right here on the screen in big ass numbers. I don't know why I had to like search for it. This is episode 630 of the Mana Pool. I'm kind of an idiot. Don't mind me. And I am Chewie, the lead dork, and kind of an idiot. Hey, look, I have my second title after all these years.
Wow.
um,
He's multi-classing.
yeah.
I can't add another one. I will never remember it.
I'm a barbarian moron. Is that redundant? And
Is there a
barbarian people
particular
right now are
color
going,
that's associated
"Hey,
with?
what was that, Dirk?"
Is there a particular color idiot associated with?
Maybe.
I mean,
Like, is that a red characteristic?
red is probably associated the least with intelligence. Really, yeah.
It's true. I have to sneeze, so dorks. Introduce.
I'm Brian. I'm the lead rambler and tangent master of the group. Those are my two jobs, and I'm sticking with them. And I feel like this is going to be a pretty rambly episode. Just have that feeling. I got a feeling. Woo woo.
Tonight's gonna be a long night.
If it
Hmm.
is, I'm out.
I'm Mike. I'm the rules guy and the game lore guy. And if I tried to come up with a third thing, I'd probably be sitting here for like umming for 2 minutes straight. So I won't bore you with that.
Um,
And I'm Dirk, the self-proclaimed greenest man alive and moral compass of the group. And my third characteristic would be, and I'm still green.
but
Still self-proclaimed greenest.
I don't know
Man.
if it counts if it's just the first one all over again.
Well, no, it's sort of like the rules of Fight Club.
Oh. Which Dirk is now breaking. Way to go, Dirk.
I guess for now we're gonna have to make it rule 1, 2, and 3 so that it sticks in there.
So, I did unmute, right? Okay, good. I muted the stream, like my microphone towards the stream to sneeze, but not to the dorks, so they could hear me. But I did remember to unmute it. I'm so proud of me.
Oh, good.
So, yes, this is episode 630, and a couple days ago, literally, like on Tuesday,
Yep.
in the Manipool Discord, here's a plug for the Manipool Discord, you should all join, Pinball Witch in the MTG channel just started saying things. And I was like, what in the blue hell are you talking about? Because, oh god, a lot's been said since then, so I'm not going to scroll back and try to find it. But she was like rattling off what the next couple standard sets are. And if you spoilers, if you don't know that that's a thing, you'll think someone's making stuff up. I was like, what in the hell are you talking about? She's like, I'm watching it on Twitch. I'm like, watching what? Because I had no idea that there was a... They've changed announcement day to Magic Showcase 2021, apparently.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, apparently. Because this looks like what announcement day used to be, but now it's called Magic Showcase 2021.
I had no idea this was going on. I am
Nope.
familiar with the concept. I used to really be like, "Hey, great, let's watch announcement day," and it's moved around. It used to be like mostly over the summer. I feel like it's not really summer anymore, but whatever. But I had no idea this was happening.
It is totally still summer. It was 90 degrees today.
Chewie was talking about, what are we going to talk about this week? I had an idea, and I was literally open the messenger to try and be like, this is what I think we should talk about. And he posted, we need to talk about this instead, because this is kind of what's happening. And I'm like, yeah, we do. What is this again?
So there's just 12 ass loads of information here. And since we don't do Monday Night Magic anymore, I guess this is where I'll talk about it.
Sure. Should we just tackle these in order from top to bottom?
Yeah, I guess. There's let's see here. There we go. So apparently right now there's a new secret layer that's got a bunch of different drops that honestly I could go the rest of my podcasting career without ever mentioning secret layers again, because I am so incredibly opposed to them. Because they're literally just WotC wanting more money for shiny trinkets.
I have never bought one. I don't know what all ones are out there. Wasn't there like the Walking Dead one last year? Or am I mixing up Secret Lair and Super Drop? And I just don't know what all these things are. So
and get used to that, because it's only going to get worse. But they've got some Kamikawa ones here that look like Japanese, like traditional Japanese art, which are admittedly really pretty. They've got these hideous, like old school style planeswalkers done as in the old rules text.
It's funny until about halfway through it. At that point, I'm just like, somebody shoot me.
Yeah, I started reading Dak Faden, and it was actually right about halfway that I went,
why am I doing this?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't click this link last time.
I'm going to read these out loud, or I'm going to read Dak Faden out loud.
All right.
So Dak Faden, this is in the old frame, and like I said, it's not using Planeswalker formatting. It's using like Ice Age era legendary creature formatting. So here we go. For 1, a blue and a red is a Planeswalker legend. Put 3 loyalty, parentheses, use counters, on Dak Faden. Opponents can attack Dak as though he were you. Any damage he suffers depletes that much loyalty. If Dak has no loyalty, he abandons you.
Does that mean like set him to the side, or what
He
do I do?
abandons you, Brian.
Oh, just like my father, I never knew.
During your turn, you may add 1 loyalty to have target player draw 2 cards, then choose and discard 2 cards from hand. That's where I stopped.
Yeah.
Semicolon. Or you may spend 2 loyalty to take control of target artifact. Semicolon. Or you may spend 6 loyalty, then take control of any permanent you target for the rest of the game. Oh god, I didn't even read this part. Return all cards to their owners after the game ends.
Just scanning these, none of these have emblems, so that's probably a good thing, because the explanation of what an emblem is would probably take up half of this card text.
But yeah, it's Dak Faden, Karn the Great Creator, and Teferi Time Raveler.
So they abandon you. Do they suffer damage?
Yeah, they suffer damage. Any damage they suffer depletes that much loyalty.
Yeah. I was kind of joking,
Yeah.
but there it is. Yeah.
So, yeah, like it's cute, but wow, that's...
And they picked some of the most obnoxious planeswalkers to do it with, too. Dak is probably the least offensive of the...
I think that's the other thing that was bothering me. Because Teferi 3 here is well known for being...
Yeah, yuck.
Oh, look, there's more. An artist series secret lair drop for... Who is this?
Johannes Voss.
There we go, Johannes Voss. It's right there on the screen in real big letters. I don't know.
Oh, I saw this Karmic Guide as a wallpaper, and I didn't realize it was from this. And that's pretty.
Yeah, again, these are really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Great.
Oh, of course, there's more. Here's an artist series for Thomas Baxa. Baxa?
I guess I would say Boxa, but I've never heard anyone else
Yeah, I've never heard
say
it.
it.
And again, the artist series are really cool. This is also, Thomas
Mm-hmm.
Baxa art. So, oh god, there's another one. Math is for blockers. Okay, that's funny.
Math is for blockers.
That's the name of the drop. Yeah. The
Okay.
Brazen Borrower, Vindictive Lich, Meandering Tower Shell, the Oran Frostfang, I know I screwed that up, and the Swag Tusk. Huh.
So what's the theme? Just
I can't
They're
actually
meant
tell.
for attacking, and the explanation hints at some kind of mathematical pattern in the power and toughness, but I couldn't. I don't know. Oh, Stark says the power toughness follows the digits of pi.
3141592653. Yeah,
That sounds right. Yeah.
that is definitely a pie joke. All right, I'll give you points for that one, WotC.
I was always more of an English nerd than a math nerd, so
We know.
yeah. It's not a secret.
I used to stop at 5927 because you round up there. But I recently learned the 5-3 that comes after that. So yeah, I'm proud of me. Shut up.
No, yeah.
And then we have the world's Nonfoilistbund. Oh, this is all of them.
Yeah, the other entries are just the package deals.
Yeah. Okay.
There's nothing else new on the page.
You can
after
get them in shiny or non-shiny. Depending on if you want curl or not.
For $10 more.
Yeah, for $10 more, you can get cards that curl. Nice. Oh,
I
or
did
you can get one of each.
Yeah. I did get the Year of the Rat back in the day because that's my Eastern Zodiac sign, and I thought it was really cool.
That's
And
cool.
then I did get the Thalia one because I was like, oh, this art's pretty good, and that's actually a good deal for this card that might be useful later. And then later I'm like, why the hell did I buy this? And then there have been others there have been plenty that I'm like, oh, wow, that looks really cool. I can't justify spending that kind of money on something that's just cool looking.
Do they ever
There were
do?
others that I just didn't have time for, just being so busy over the last year and a half.
What was the product that they would put out that would specialize in something like, something something land, something something 20, something something. What was that product
From the
called?
vault.
From the vault. Thank you. Do they still do those?
No.
No.
Or okay.
Ostensibly the spell books took the place of those. But they've only done, I think, 2 of those. 3?
Yeah.
They did 3. There was Chase, Chandra, and Gideon.
Right, they did do Gideon relatively.
And now they've
recently.
done the green Commander Collection, and there's a black Commander Collection. Spoiler alert.
Jeez, Mike, just jump ahead.
No. Okay. This is not me naysaying all the new stuff. I mean, they can put out whatever if people want to buy it. That's fine. I don't have a problem with it because, if somebody really wants, from the vault soups or food tokens or super drop food tokens, that's fine. You buy it if you want. I just cannot. I'm at the point where I just cannot keep them all straight. I just can't. I can handle
soup.
Yeah.
I'm here to buy clothes, but all they have is soup. It's an internet joke. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I know Brian is completely lost, but there's at least a couple people that are listening going, ha! So that's all that matters. But anyway. Wait. Stark just noticed. Oh, yeah. The banner on this does say out of time super drop. Miss a drop, it's gone. They've just come out and admit that their entire marketing strategy is FOMO. Nice. Good job, WotC. Say the quiet parts out loud.
Yeah, and I just had to come to terms with that there was just no way they're releasing stuff that at some point is just going to be gone forever. And no matter how interesting I think it is, I just have to be okay with that. Similarly, I can't have an encyclopedic knowledge of all this stuff anymore. It's not within the bounds of my ability to keep up. I just can't do it, and I've come to accept that.
Yeah, I mean, unless you're neck deep in it, or like for fun, or you're neck deep in it because I don't know, you're Ben Bleiweiss and you are in charge of that for Star City Games. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Then it's just impossible for anyone except the most diehard to keep track of. But okay, so that's and that dropped on Tuesday. They're like, hey, along with the showcase announcement, they're like, boom, there's a new super drop you can get right now. Go, go, go. So, okay, we've got Innistrad Midnight Hunt and Innistrad Crimson Vow both come this year. And previews start next Thursday.
Yep.
Which means we may or may not be talking about that next Thursday, depending on how we feel.
Mm-hmm.
How we feel and how much they really give us to talk about. So.
Yeah. Let's see here. New Magic events and releases and game store nonsense, whatever. Pioneer Challenger decks. And is all that down here? Yeah, that is all down here. Okay,
yeah.
Why am I up here? So scroll.
Each
Okay.
one of these bullet points has a section down there that explains.
Yeah.
In that case, never mind. Okay,
and
so
here's links.
Here's the sweet art for Innistrad Midnight Hunt. I love this werewolf and his accoutrement. I think that is very stylish.
Is that Arlen Cord?
Is it?
I don't know if that
idea.
mantle looks familiar.
In that case, I love her outfit, and she looks very stylish. Whatever, don't care. This wolf looks very stylish.
This is a very stylish wolf.
Yes. And then this vampire terrifies me beyond all reason.
It's a completely different art style right there. So,
holding a nice bouquet. Apparently, there's some kind of high-class vampire wedding going on in this set.
Yeah, but the red wedding was taken, so they named it Crimson Vow.
Mm-hmm.
That's a Game of Thrones thing, apparently. I wouldn't know, but that's what I heard.
It is.
All right, so Magic in-store, they're doing store championships and whatnot. You know what? We don't talk about that.
There's a cool Almond Cat art themed collected company and a sweet worm coil engine with the old pre-release promo art.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
The collected company is actually really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that is the pre-release worm coil engine. You're right.
Yeah. And that thing haunts my nightmares. So
And now it's a Phyrexian worm, and it makes Phyrexian worm tokens.
Oh.
Oh, hey, look at that. That's interesting.
Yes. I agree.
Okay, then. All right, so Innistrad. Okay, here's more products. This is all just product announcements, by the way. This is one of the reasons that we stopped Monday Night Magic was because every week we were either discussing what WotC's latest bad decision was, or we were just talking about new products because they were announcing stuff constantly. And look, now we're doing it here. God help us all. So, we have the Pioneer Challenger decks coming, which these are, okay, hang on. These are going to be like ready to play and not stupid. Like they're going to be actual decks.
I think so.
Yeah, I looked at the lists. They look for real.
Like with good cards in them. And it's not supposed to be like an exact deck list of a deck that's powerful in the meta, but it is supposed to be something that is doable and playable.
Yeah.
And won't just get, utterly smashed like an old Precon or something. Like those. Okay, there's one rare, maybe two in it. These are tuned to be played like against each other and to be moderately competitive at Pioneer events. Just like the standard Challenger decks that they've had in the past.
Right.
So, yeah. And Stark said in the chat, so I got downvoted on Reddit because I asked, is Pioneer one of those fake formats fans made up or one of those fake formats Wizards made up?
Oh.
And I agree with you, Stark. I think that's funny no matter what Reddit says as well. Oh, man. But yeah, I don't know why I closed that. Open that again. There are 4 of these decks. Azorius Spirits, Lotus Field combo. Huh, interesting. Mono Red Burn. And Orzhov Auras. So there you go. Wait, didn't I see one that was like... Oh, the Lotus Field combo is... What? Blue, green...
Blue, green, black.
Black. There we go. Thank you. I was like, I know I saw another color somewhere. Yeah, there we go. Awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know which one of these would be me.
Well, none of them are... Well, one of them is green and blue. So...
But
you're not always a combo player, yeah.
And one of them's auras.
Yes.
It's true. So, yeah, there's a link here to see the full deck lists that I just had on screen, but you can actually check them out. There's Commander Collection Black. Now, they did Commander Collection Green, right?
Yes.
I 100% don't remember what that was.
It was
it's just
like this.
A few
it had
cards.
it was like this. It had green cards and a specially themed Soul Ring and a specially themed Command Tower.
I see. So this has 8 reprinted cards themed to one color and what it does best. Okay. So black has Ghoul Caller Gisa, Ophiomancer. I have no knowledge of this card. What is this from?
It was from a Commander set.
Ah, that makes sense. Phyrexian Arena, may it always reign supreme.
Yay.
Reanimate, Toxic
Ooh.
Deluge, Soul Ring Command Tower, and Liliana Heretical Healer. This is the flippy Liliana.
The Origins one.
Yeah. And people are losing their mind over this 1/1 snake token with Death Touch, and I don't know why.
What's on the other side?
A very
Zombie.
awesome looking zombie.
Maybe because it's awesome. It's like awesome art.
I don't know. I just seen Twitter, and I don't follow that many Magic people on Twitter anymore. So for this to filter down to me, some people are like, oh, that 1/1 snake with Death Touch, and I'm like, all right, but whatever.
Like, the art's cool, but
Yeah,
there's a lot of things that make 1/1s that have Death Touch. I'm pretty sure.
It's true.
yeah. I mean, there's one right there.
Mike
Look at
always has to deal with them in limited events.
Yes.
So yeah, they come with a few black cards and a Soul Ring and a Command Tower. Apparently, the Soul Ring and Command Tower are going to be in all of them. So, yes, that's not black, but, whatever. So, okay. Then we have Innistrad Double Feature Draft Boosters. What?
Like,
Which is going to
well,
have
because
cards from both Midnight Hunt and Crimson Vow.
yeah. Since they're releasing these. I remember when they announced this, it really wasn't clear if this was actually going to be 2 sets or like.
No, it was pretty
one...
clear that these were 2 sets.
Okay. I was confused, but.
I've
also
seen a
says
lot of
these have-
confusion about it, which is weird because they were like, hey, this is 2 Innistrad sets in a row. So I don't know why there was so much confusion, but because there's so many Magic products, I guess it's easy for things to slip through the cracks.
I'm also easily confused, so don't mind me.
But
And it also says it's going to have special art treatment on every card and the double feature thing.
oh. So is this going to be, oh god, is this going to be yet another like separate set that you buy boxes for, or is this going to be in addition to whatever the draft set is for that year?
It's in addition. This doesn't have any of its own unique cards. It's all cards from those sets. It's just a different way to
True.
draft.
But it's still a separate thing that you have, like if you want to buy boxes of these, it's yet another thing you have to buy a box of separately. So I'm wondering if this is going to take the place of whatever. That's usually in the summer though, isn't it? The innovation set.
I thought they had something else on here listed as the draft innovation set.
Oh,
Wasn't there a
okay.
Commander's Legends release or something?
I don't know. We're not there yet, so it doesn't matter. But okay, so this will come early 2022, which will be after both of the Innistrad sets release. Because yes, even though it's the end of August, we have 2 sets coming out this year, like 2 standard sets.
Mm-hmm.
Which I thought they originally said was because they were shifting stuff around, but there are still 4 sets coming next year.
Yeah.
So
I think, and that might be part of why there was the confusion with the Innistrad stuff, is because they were back to back. It's not like the Ravnica, Return to Ravnica, and then Gate Crash Part 3, and then War of the Spark, where they were all Ravnica, but they were still when you usually see sets release. This was 2 sets like a month apart.
yeah.
So it was like, huh.
So
Okay.
like I know I'm predisposed to be negative towards new WotC products, but I am curious how the Innistrad double feature will actually play, because like each set I assume was meant to be drafted with itself.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder how much crossplay there actually will be for this, or if they like took that into consideration when they created the double feature. I'm just curious, like, will this be good, or is this just a novelty money grab? And for them to be doing this separately makes me think that they put some effort into making sure everything played well together.
Yeah.
At least I hope so. So it's actually pretty neat. I know that a thing that I've heard people doing in the past that always sounded really neat was doing Ravnica blocks sealed, or Ravnica blocks, or not Innistrad blocks sealed or draft or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And that sounds really neat, but it also sounds like a nightmare because those sets were years apart. So so yeah, this looks really cool, and hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's good and plays well in draft. Yeah. But all right, now for the meat, the fun stuff, the standard sets coming out next year.
Yeah.
And this first one, this is what Pinball Witch said in the Discord that made me think that she was just making stuff up. Because going back to Kamikawa, I seem to remember Rosewater saying a long time ago, not even that long ago, was no.
Highly unlikely is what they said.
And part of it was because the way they approached the world setting, they pulled in a bunch of like fiddly stuff that only people who are very well versed in, real world Japanese mythology and religion would understand. So they didn't approach it from an accessible place, but they're approaching it from a completely different direction this time.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like,
I don't know how much knowledge you need to have to be able to play Kamikawa. Hey, there's spirits and there's not spirits, and they're fighting. Got it.
Yeah, but it's not as resonant as like what they did for Theros and the elements that they borrowed and focused on and expanded on there.
Okay, that does make sense. Yeah, I'll give you that. But like, I don't know how much that like you need to understand. Oh, it's based on ancient Japanese stuff. Just there's spirits and there's not spirits, and spirits are mad and they're all fighting with us. Okay. Like, I don't know.
There are nods, Mike. I get where you're coming from. There are nods to that, but I don't know how obscure it really is. It's not like I see it more as a hey, if you recognize this, that's pretty cool. But nothing about it really stood out to me as like I don't know what I'm looking at. So
well, yeah, but because you didn't. Okay, I guarantee you there was nothing in there that you looked at and made you remember something along the lines of the entire Odyssey.
Correct.
Yeah. They weren't able to do stuff like that. They weren't able to make resonant things that could grab.
You meant the Odyssey, the story. I was thinking Odyssey, the magic set, and going, what are you talking about?
Yeah. Threshold was all over the place.
Yeah, my brain just completely disconnected.
Call of the Worm. Call of the Worm defined, magic in whatever year we're talking about.
I was like, Odyssey was like 2 years before that. What are you talking about? Oh my god. I'm so glad that the camera isn't on, because I was really looking at you like you were an idiot. Like, haha, I am the idiot.
Oh, Stark just gave a good supporting point in chat. There's a difference between Kamigawa and like how they did Theros. In Kamigawa, they called that flower spirit Hanakami.
Yeah.
But in Theros, they called the Hecaton Hyros the hundred-handed one.
That is a good point.
If they put Hecaton Hyros on the card, you'd be like, what the hell am I reading?
That is true. Yeah, like Pelukrinos, which is still a word that I don't know if that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I see where you're coming from. I was just questioning the degree to which that mattered, but with your point and then Stark's point, yeah, okay, I get it. I got you. I feel you. You and me, man, we're like this. but you can't see what like this is, so I could be flipping you off. But
Well, we are like that, so.
actually, yeah, that's true. But yeah, the new Kamikawa, as you've seen on the screen if you're watching the video version of this or watching live. Hello, live people. Is it's called Kamikawa Neon Dynasty, and we went from ancient Japan inspired to, as Bill put it, the 80s view of what like the 2020s would look like Japan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, like this is cyberpunk. It's called Neon Dynasty, for God's sake. And if you look in the background of this piece of art, it's Blade Runner. Like, straight up.
Shadowrun, stuff like that.
Yeah, well, Blade Runner specifically because of the giant neon floating billboards that just... I assume these all say, you know, buy this stuff.
Secret lair drop.
Ah! I'm sorry. But yeah, so this is neat. It says filled with high-tech delight and homages to fan favorites. Kamikawa Neon Dynasty comes to stores in the first quarter of 2022.
I don't know. I'm reserving judgment, but I kind of feel like Kamikawa is a place that a lot of people really wanted them to go back to. Like, really wanted them to go back to. And if you didn't love the original set, maybe you just wanted to see them do it again. The question for me is this going to feel so different from the original one that they're like, fine, here's your Kamikawa, and it's not going to feel like it's the same place? I'm not saying bring back Arcane or Splice or anything like that, but if it's going to feel so wildly different, are people going to be like, this is not at all what we asked for, like even slightly?
And I bet that's where the all the homages to fan favorites are going to come in to make it feel Kamikawa-y.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully.
And there's still going to be, I'm certain there's still going to be techno samurais. There's still going to be cyber ninjas. Mm-hmm.
It took me a while staring at that to realize that is like an origami raccoon on her shoulder. I thought that was some sort of weird armor thing, and it took me quite a while. But is it just me?
It's really funny that you say that, Brian, because as you like before you started saying that, I was circling it with my mouse so people would catch it.
But somehow her head does not appear to be the same in
my
dimension.
Mouse wasn't on the screen.
Her head does not appear to be in the same dimension as the rest of her body, so I don't know. I'm not going to judge a set that's not coming out for like 5 months without actually seeing some cards from it. But I don't know. I don't know about this one. Let's keep moving.
And this is Brian, who is the closest to a company man that you find for us.
Yes. Yeah.
Whereas I, who am as far from a company man as you can get these days, I'm actually really interested to see what they do here. Like I'm not gonna say I'm hyped, but I really want to see just a card. Just show us a card. I know I complained about, like, why are you showing stuff from the next set when this one isn't even out yet? Give us one card. Come on, WotC. Just one, and I'll be like, huh. And then I'll be good until next year.
Show me that ninjutsu is back, and I'll be like, okay, all right, okay, it'll be all right. But
I do think it's cool though that they've decided, you know what, the way we handled Kamikawa, we probably couldn't do that again and do it right, so we'll just shift focus entirely. We'll jump forward a couple thousand years. It'll be fine.
To be fair, from a lore perspective, the original Kamikawa was actually set way far back compared to the sets around it.
That's true.
You know, there was discussion of that in the Discord that day
Hmm.
that it looks like they might be trying to, or it's possible that they might be trying to hand wave some of that time change, because Pinball was looking at something like the official the plane page or something and going, it doesn't say that anywhere.
Yeah.
It's like, where do we know that from? Was that something official? And the Discord discussed it for a while, and they were like, yeah,
I thought that was something that they talked that was revealed a while ago.
It came
Yeah,
up
like
at the.
Kamigawa was supposed to be like 2,000 years in the past or something.
Yeah, because Toshiro Umezawa was the ancestor of some other characters in Magic lore.
So it's revealed at the very end of the third Kamigawa book that the Myosian of Night's Reach took Toshi to Dominaria, blinded him, and took him there, and he would later start the Umezawa line in Dominaria that would one day give us Tetsuo Umezawa, who had a hand in imprisoning Bolus the first time. So we're talking about a long time ago. And I will say this. Was I thrilled to see this? I'm like, this stylistically, I don't know about. I am okay, believe it or not, with a location evolving over time, especially if that's what they're doing here. Is this is set in the more quote unquote modern in the timeline. It would be weird to me. Think about Ravnica. If Ravnica has looked exactly the same for 10,000 years, that's really weird, because you have guilds that are devoted to science and devoted to knowledge, and things change over time. Societies don't stay the same over time. So tonally, I don't know how I feel about this on a personal level, but what you just said, I'm probably okay with that. So we'll see. Show us some cards. Show us some cards.
Just one. Just one, WotC. Come on.
Futuristic one.
Yeah. This is going to be released in January or February, so.
All right. So the second standard set next year is the Streets of New Capenna. And the standard joke that's been going is, hey, look, Mob Nixilis.
So if I got a real 80s techno vibe from Kamigawa Neon Dynasty, this is very much like Mad Men gangster 1950s, right? Like, just even the design in the picture behind this, is that Ob Nixilis? I just thought it was a demon, but
looks like him.
He's wearing a pinstripe suit, and he's just gonna be like, I made him an offer he couldn't refuse, you know?
I like the way Brian got all of that right, and then he said 1950s. What?
20s, 30s.
Yeah.
20s, 30s. Okay. All right. I don't know my time periods. So.
Yeah, this is gonna be sort of like a Magic Noir. Like we made the joke about Jace Noir back in the Return to Innistrad. Remember, because he had the trench coat on?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But this is New Capenna, which is apparently a city with special significance to Elspeth, built by angels, now run by 3-color demon crime families. So this is apparently gonna be another gold set.
Yeah, this will be like Alara, probably, with the focus on the 3-color pairings.
Yeah. If there's I guess it depends on how many demon crime families there are. If there's 5 demon crime families, then I think it would need to be wedges, because that's the only way you can have either red or black in each one.
True. And the Bant demon family would be just odd.
I mean, or maybe that's the remaining angel faction. Who knows?
Yeah. But yeah, I was leaning towards wedges too, because they said by their own admission they had a perfect setup for wedges, and then they completely erased it with the story. So they would have to come up with something new to make wedges work again.
Well, here you go.
Yeah, this could probably work.
It's interesting because we haven't seen a whole lot of Elspeth's backstory. There's been flashes in some of the novels and stories where she had a rough childhood. It's pretty well alluded to that she was either tortured or her family was tortured. I thought that it had been by Phyrexians, but
was.
Yeah, I know she had a run-in with the
Okay.
Phyrexians at some point. I don't know if that was her in her childhood, though. I don't remember.
it was in her formative years at some point. But her first planeswalk, I think, was to Theros, where she managed to meet Daxos and grab Helios' sword and peace out again. But her story is usually one of like trying to find someplace that was pure, someplace that she felt like she could be a guardian, but that was itself somewhat incorruptible, where she could feel safe. And this, a city made by angels and overtaken by demons, fits so well into that narrative. So, yeah, kind of looking forward to this one. There better be a fedora.
Preferably on Obnixilis.
Yeah.
And there's one art where he's tipping it, and the flavor text says "Milady," because then you know he's the bad guy. Yeah, I said it. So... All right, next up for the third quarter, the third set of standard next year is Dominaria United. And the crowd goes wild.
I like Dominant. Remember, when we went back to Dominaria, it was like, woo! And that was 5 years ago. Because that was for the 25th anniversary, right? So,
goodness gracious. You're right. Yikes.
We're old.
So yeah, this is...
I mean, there's still story to get back to. There's still stuff going on, so let's get back to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this says absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's like, hey, this is the perfect place to kick off our 30th anniversary celebration. All right. I don't even know what's going on in this art.
They have said that one of the reasons they stayed away from Dominaria for so long is because for so much of Magic's history, it was just the place. And because of that, it has so many diverse environments that you notice how worlds that come after Dominaria are usually more focused. Because it's easier for the design team to like get in on a theme. And when Dominaria encompasses so much stuff, it's difficult to then really where does that put the focus, So that's one of the reasons they stayed away from coming back to it until they were ready. And last time, as you remember, the focus was on historic. It was on legendary creatures, and it was the first set with sagas, and that was all really cool. I'm curious to see, are we going to do more of that, or is it going to be something maybe a little new? It's almost like, yes, there's the history there, but it's almost like a blank slate as far as what do you want to do mechanically. I liked the last time they went there, so I'm curious to go there again. What do you think, Dirk?
I think it'd be interesting to go back to Dominaria. As Mike said, there's plenty of stories still to go. I have no doubt that there's like continents and everything else where X happened on this continent. Okay, let's go to this continent and find out what was going on here. Because I would like to point out that we don't know what happened to the slivers. So we don't know. Maybe they took over the world. Maybe they all went extinct. Who knows?
Maybe
the goblins blew everybody up.
Maybe the slivers are in charge of The conservative
Everyone's
political party
tax
in
return.
Dominaria. Like on this plane. Anyway.
Wouldn't they, by definition, have to be socialist? Just like that's the whole thing.
Yeah, right. You got me.
Bob got a new ability. Now we all have new abilities. Thank you, Bob. Bob's like, I can't have anything to myself. No, you can't.
And then, and then the fourth set is like a flashback set called The Brothers War, which I did not realize this was a standard set. I thought this was another thing because I had not actually scrolled through this article. So yeah, the Brothers War is a thing that happened a long, long time ago in the Magic timeline that was referenced in Antiquities. Or is that what was happening in Antiquities?
Yeah, we got some glimpses of it in Antiquities.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it's interesting, and there was a novel set there. It's really, it was one of the first full-blown stories of Magic, and it set the stage for so much of what came next because it introduced Urza and Mishra and really Phyrexia to everything. So this was the jumping point for a lot of stuff. So really curious to see what they do with this here. Any chance this is not an artifact themed set?
I mean,
I don't know. I mean, Urza's Saga block was an enchantment-based block.
Yeah, but
That's true. Urza's Saga block was also a flashback to the Brothers' War time period.
the second paragraph here also says, through the lens of Dominaria's locations, characters, and victims of the conflict, we'll see a plane-spanning conflict escalate with artifacts, first word, giant mechs, and beyond in the Brothers' War. So, pretty good chance. I just want to see creature type victim.
I see what you did there.
Yes. But I honestly, I think this is pretty cool.
Yeah. Like, just conceptually, I think it's awesome.
Maybe another artifact set.
Maybe another combo winter.
Maybe everyone will get called into the office and fired.
They were warned. They were warned.
All right. So that's the standard sets for next year. But wait, this wouldn't be Modern Wizards of the Coast if they didn't have 4 million other products to sell us. So first up, we have Unfinity. It's Magic in space, and it's an unset.
Word.
Yeah, and apparently, flavor text for this set was written by people from Loading Ready Run and by A Blast from the Past, Sean Baby.
Wow.
Okay, so one of you recognizes that name, thank God.
Is that somebody in an Ajani like mascot costume?
It sure does look like it, doesn't it?
And that doggo is just so happy to be here.
He's a space doggo. But yeah, Sean Baby, for those that don't know, is an internet humor writer. He used to write for EGM back in the day, and he wrote for Cracked, or might still, and he wrote for some other site that I used to go to all the time that I don't remember anymore because I think it's defunct. But Sean Baby was one of the first people that wrote in a video game magazine that was like intentionally very funny. And I remember I would always jump to the end of EGM and read the Sean Baby article when I got a new issue of EGM, and a good half of the time I would end up reduced to tears. So yeah. So that's bizarre, but there you go. But yeah, so this will be science fiction themed full art basic lands and shock lands in both draft and collector booster packs, of course, releasing second quarter of 2022. So another unset for those of you that like that sort of thing is coming. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have Dungeons and Dragons Battle for Baldur's Gate. Commander Legends.
Yeah.
Which is...
Right up your alley.
I don't
Baldur's Gate
know.
was your jam, wasn't it?
I mean, I had the first game, but it wasn't really my jam. I was never very good at it. And I probably still wouldn't be, which is why I haven't been like, I'm going to stream Baldur's Gate, because that particular style of gameplay, my brain never really latched onto and understood. Like,
I never played Baldur's Gate.
I loved the game. I just sucked at it and never got real far into it. But, okay, so what is this? Commander Legends. I feel like I should know what that is.
It's a set that came out, was it last year? And it was focused on building a commander when you draft. Yeah. And like there was the colorless commander that basically didn't do anything that you could just use as a commander.
Oh, okay.
If you didn't draft one. I got a couple packs for Sam and myself to just pull some cards to build decks, but we never did like draft it. But it was all right. This obviously has this focus.
Yeah, it says building on the Commander First gameplay of 2019's Commander Legends. But yeah, that was the weird Commander drafting set. Okay, thank you. You have jogged my memory.
You're welcome.
It says, but our return to Commander Draft with Commander Legends Battle for Baldur's Gate brings in iconic characters, new mechanics, and new stuff, because it's a new set. So of course there's new stuff, duh. So yeah. This also drops in the second quarter of 2022. So does Unfinity. So hope you have lots of money. And so does Wizards. So okay. That'll be neat though. Maybe we'll get to see hey, it's me, Imoen. Then we can thump her in the forehead. Imoen annoyed the hell out of me in Baldur's Gate. All right, then we have Double Masters 2022. What? Okay. They're doing Double Masters again.
Yep.
Okay, good for them. I guess it sold well enough.
I guess.
It
Says everything. I guess everything fans loved about Double Masters. 2 foil cards and 2 rare or mythic cards in each draft booster is back in Double Masters 2022 with more powerful reprints and a multicolor draft focus.
Is that what people loved about the first one? I didn't really get any of the first one.
I don't know. We were not the target audience. But this is third quarter 2022. And it's got Seb McKinnon's art for Amanatu the Fate Shifter here, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Always liked Amanatu's deal. Even though she, what does she do? Scares the hell out of me.
Yeah.
Isn't she the one that can warp reality? Was that her deal?
Yeah.
Pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah, no, we're just scrolling past her. Hey, look, more Jumpstart. Jumpstart was the coolest idea that got wrecked by COVID and by probably not planning around COVID.
Yeah.
But I know for a long time, people could not get Jumpstart.
Mm-hmm.
Like, at all. So, But this is not Jumpstart Historic Horizons. That's the arena only stuff we talked about on the last episode.
Which released today.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
Oh, well, there you go then.
Remember, it was originally supposed to come out like 2 weeks ago, but
If you say so.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
they
They
were
pushed it back because there were issues.
Yeah, there's
Yep.
some kind of problem implementing it.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, Tabletop gets Jumpstart, which shows up the fourth quarter, 2022. So new booster fun card treatments, a new to Magic card in every pack, because of course there is, and dozens of themes to mix and match for fun, with plenty of amazing reprints for every fan to enjoy. So the Jumpstart, for those of you that don't remember, was the thing where your boosters or themes or whatever had each booster had a different theme to it, and you would mix and match and play like a weird sealed limited type sealed
Yeah.
draft type of hybrid thing. It's hard to explain if you haven't done it.
yeah. And honestly, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah. Because essentially, don't you just open both packs and shuffle them together and then play?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like that was the deal?
that's the deck.
Yeah.
And your opponent does the same thing.
Yeah. And the two packs you got were different, and then weird things would happen.
Yep.
So yeah. All right, now we get to the weird stuff. You remember a while back. Now, before we actually get started on these, let's have a little conversation. This is
Okay.
another thing that popped up in the Discord. See, this is why everyone should be in the Manipool Discord. We have lots of channels, but since this is a Magic podcast, we primarily tend to talk about what happened in the Magic channel. Haha. There was some discussion. You remember the Godzilla thing?
Yeah.
Yep.
Where,
With Victoria.
yeah, and it was the first cross IP thing, but it was only on special treatments, and the original cards were still there if you didn't want to fool with Godzilla nonsense, and it was fine. It
Yeah.
was just a neat little thing. Well, corporate heard that and went, they don't mind if we have other IPs in Magic. Ding, ding, ding. Go, go, go. And soon after that, we had The Walking Dead Secret Lair,
Yeah.
which introduced mechanically unique cards that weren't just essentially alters. They were separate cards. And that sold really well because Magic players can't not buy stuff if you tell them it's mechanically unique. So, because Dirk, no dying. So because one of those was really popular and the other one sold really well, the floodgates have opened. Now, whether you think this is a good thing or not, whether I think this is a good thing or not, it literally doesn't matter. This is what Magic is now. Magic is the Magic that we know and love over here, and then over here there's the Magic for everyone else that is there to get non-Magic playing people to go, hey, what's this? And buy some and try it and hopefully get hooked. That's just the reality now. So I've seen a lot of people on social media after this announcement say things like, well, Magic is dead or will be, or I don't recognize it anymore. And like, while I understand that, the Magic that you know and love is still there. It's just that Magic is also this other thing too.
Yes.
And again, I am all here for pointing out how terrible capitalism is and how WotC over the last 5 years has become like every other corporation. They don't want lots of money. They want all the money. And this deluge of product and secret layers that literally market on FOMO is totally... You've heard this rant from me a million times. So that's why I'm not going deep into it. But the Magic that is, standard And we just talked about the 4 sets that are standard Magic, some of which are really neat. And then the unsets, if you like those, look, it's right here. And then Commander stuff, if you're into that. And D&D, look, it's right there. All of that's still there. It's fine.
Okay. Yeah.
But then there's this other thing. It's totally cool. You can ignore the other stuff. You can. I personally am not happy with it, but I'm not happy with anything WotC's done basically in like the last 5 years. So I'm not even going to be extra cynical on these until we get to Fortnite. Then it's extra cynical. But
I mean, there's people that will never ever play a Commander game, and they're like, "Why would you ever print a card for Commander that I couldn't use in Legacy and make it Legacy legal?" But you know what? Don't use it if you don't want to. No one's making you do it.
yeah. So when like the standard set previews have when the standard set previews have subsided for the Universes Beyond previews to start, if you're one of those people that hates it, don't crap in everyone's breakfast cereal. Like, if the people are like, "Oh my god, did you see this? This is so cool." If you don't like it, shut up. That's what I'm gonna do. You don't have to stick your poopy butthole in there and go, "This sucks, it's not Magic." Shut up. Okay? It's fine to think that it sucks and it's not Magic. It's fine. But you don't have to just butt your way into every conversation online when people are excited about things that could be fun.
But Chewie, I don't like it, so nobody should like it.
Yeah. And that's not right. Stark pointed out, to be fair, Commander players also complain when a card doesn't work in Commander.
Yeah.
Yeah. Commander players have become the actual worst. It's just the way it is. So, with all of that preface out of the way, let's get into the Universes Beyond stuff. First up is Warhammer 40,000, or Warhammer 40K, or just 40K. And these will be, instead of a full set, this is 4 Commander decks with, well, Space Marines.
Yep.
So, yeah, there'll be new art, new cards, mechanically unique cards, and powerful reprints that are all set in the Warhammer 40K universe. And yeah, that's it. It's just a Commander set, a Commander product, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm interested to see what they do with the themes, whether it's just like 1 Space Marines and the 3 different factions of Chaos, or like 2 Space Marines, 2 Chaos, or I mean, yeah, there's probably going to be Eldar in there too. Yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of different stuff that they could do that would be really neat. I personally like the idea of Magic being able to be a platform and seeing what kinds of other neat things you can do it. Because, like, think about over the years all of the fan-made Magic cards for other universes and worlds that we've seen people make, you know, with varying degrees of success.
We've got a whole like series of podcasts about that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. What if Magic was a blank? Or what if blank was a Magic card?
Yeah. Now,
Haven't done.
to backtrack to my personal feelings, if this had happened before I started to hate Wizards of the Coast as a company, I would be all in. Like, if this had come, like, right after, I don't know, the second Innistrad, I'd have been like, oh my god, this is gonna be cool. Because I wasn't jaded back then.
Yeah.
But, my problem isn't actually with the products themselves. It's with the WotC in and of itself. Just to clarify, like, I have nothing against Commander decks based on Warhammer 40K by itself. I think that's actually really neat. And I know approximately nothing about Warhammer 40k other than something like one of, at least I think this is Warhammer, one of the factions of Chaos. Their stuff works on, like, belief.
Oh, those are the orcs.
Okay, those are the orcs. That's what I thought.
Yeah, orcs have this latent psychic ability that makes their inventions work. They work because they think they work.
Yeah. Like, Cap explained it to me once that they believe that if they paint their speeders red, that they'll go faster.
Mm-hmm.
So the red ones go faster.
Yep.
I was like, that's brilliant. But that's literally everything I know about Warhammer 40k is literally that. Like, that's it.
Yeah, there's orcs, there's space marines are the humans, Eldar are the elves. There's also some dwarves in there. Necrons are like these skeleton robot people. And then the forces of chaos. I can't remember if orcs are technically chaos. I don't know. But I don't think they're connected to the chaos gods. But yeah, there's also the chaos gods. That can get weird sometimes. There's all kinds of different stuff.
I would never have guessed that from just the words chaos gods.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's a weird universe.
I bet, yeah.
So, my question is, so if Wizard really want to make some money, they should sell individuals that they can add to a deck, but charge them like $30 or $40 for those cards.
And the cards are black and white, so you have to paint them yourself.
That's right.
Darn
I like
it,
this
Dirk,
plan.
You've doomed us all.
Yeah. Oh God, they hurt us. No. Oh man. All right, let's move on. We've got the other thing that we already knew about, Lord of the Rings: Tales of Middle Earth, which is an actual full Magic set.
Yeah.
And this is coming in 2023. We have one piece of art here that's clearly from Bilbo's 11th birthday party.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that, I mean, there you go. It says, Gandalf, Gollum, Frodo, Aragorn, the characters you know, will immerse you in Middle-earth as you battle for the One Ring, scheme with Saruman, or journey to the heights of Mount Doom. Coming to Tabletop Magic Online and MTG Arena. Ooh. Plus 4 commander decks and special secret layer drops, of course. This set will be available everywhere you play. That's my
layer drops is gonna be around Tom Bombadil probably.
Oh God, you shut your face hole. Yeah, they should have one secret lair drop that is crap that was dropped from the movie with good purpose, and one will be Tom Bombadil, and one will be the Scouring of the Shire. Oh man.
As someone that is currently reading The Lord of the Rings to his daughter, I must say I approve of this decision.
Yeah, and I just finished reading The Lord of the Rings again a few weeks ago.
I remember.
And Fuji says, you think they'll make the art look like the movies or the TV show, or neither? And, well, I mean, there's a piece of art right here, and neither.
Neither.
Yeah, it's going to be its own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, for those of you that are listening to the audio version of this, which is most of you statistically, the art has Gandalf setting off some of his fireworks, and you can see firework birds and firework butterflies and whatnot flying around, and they're hobbits all at a party, and there's the party tree, and yeah. This is totally Bilbo's 11th birthday party.
Yep.
He's got the elvish sword, so yeah.
Yeah, which one was his? His was Glamdring, right?
Oh,
No,
yeah.
Glamdring.
Sorry, I misunderstood what you were asking.
Because it was
You mentioned
Thorin
Bilbo,
who had
but-
Orcrist.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, look at Gandalf. He's so cute. they're the wizards in Lord of the Rings weren't just old men. They were like angels, essentially, sort of, kind of, is how you can
LR.
Yeah.
is how you can put it into other terms that you would understand.
Yeah.
It's some fascinating nonsense.
They were
was.
ageless. So
Yeah, there you go. Middle Earth. That's neat. This is the one of these things that I'm actually hoping really hard that it doesn't suck.
yeah. And so we get to wait 2 years or a year and a half.
Yeah.
Oh, Chifuji's audio only. That's why he didn't see the art. Okay, got it. You could check out the article. All right, so now we have more universes beyond secret layer drops, and of course the first one is Fortnite. Like I keep seeing
around that.
I keep seeing Steve Buscemi going, greetings, fellow children. Whenever any sort of company jumps into Fortnite, like right now, it started today, I think. In Fortnite, there's a big, like, Time magazine and Fortnite are made this like 3D place to walk around, and it's devoted to MLK. Have you guys heard about this?
No.
Like, that's got serious, like, hello fellow children vibes to it. Like, where are the kids these days? They're in the Fortnites. All right. Cool. I can't see kids playing Fortnite going into this to learn about, racial equality or anything. But I also have a low opinion of children these days. No offense to the two of you that have kids. Your kids are fine.
Understood. Yeah. We get it.
But anyway, yeah, there will be 2 special secret layer drops that are going to be reprints, but they're going to be Fortnite themed because sure. Oh, Stark said, I actually unironically play Fortnite, and I do think it's a fine game. I really quite enjoy it, genuinely. I still think this is the death wail of the integrity of a brand.
I have never played Fortnite, and it's not like, ooh, I hate it. I just have never played it. When I play FPSs, I lose.
Well, Fortnite isn't an FPS, so...
I thought it was.
No. It's a third-person, like, free-for-all. What's that called? Battle Royale game. And also you build things.
Really thought it was a combat first-person shooter kind of thing.
No, it's third person, but Battle Royale it's still combat. Last man standing wins. But
you start off with 100 people, and to make sure they fight, you make the area smaller over time.
Do you try and shoot your opponents?
Yes.
Then I will lose.
Them or do stuff. You can build little hideouts sometimes, or you just use the environment to your advantage. It kind of depends on which one, because PUBG was one, and then Fortnite, and I think there was another one in there somewhere.
Those were the 2 big ones.
Fortnite just went very kind of comical in how it's played, whereas PUBG is tries to err on the side of realistic.
It tries to be very, very serious and has a stick jammed very far up. Anyway. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, like, this one is just weird. This is where I get full on cynical, partially because I despise Epic, the company that Fortnite's, for various and sundry reasons. Epic is another one of those places that are like, give us all your money. And so, yeah. Like Epic and Wizards of the Coast. It's Dream Team right there for giving us all your money. But then the other one is a trip. It's Street Fighter.
Cool.
And the art here has Chun-Li doing her lightning kick. Is that what it's called? Oh god, it's been so long since I played Street Fighter. But yeah, I love this art. Actually, this is freaking sick.
Yeah.
But yeah, there will be a secret layer drop featuring its iconic characters in ways only Magic can celebrate. Multi-kicker is the perfect mechanic for Chun-Li, right? Which is actually a joke that I think it was Good Gamery made like 7 or 8 or 11 or some stupid number of years ago.
Well, because duh.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really too bad that multi-kicker isn't a better mechanic. Although I guess maybe I'm basing this off of personal experience.
I mean, it's really not great.
But part of that is how it's implemented, so...
Yeah. But yeah, these will be mechanically unique cards that are Street Fighter-y. Oh, it says you'll also be able to pick up in-universe versions in future releases included as part of the list and set boosters.
Okay.
Oh, that is the thing they said. Any mechanically unique secret layers will end up on the list in non-branded versions. I do remember them saying that after the backlash to The Walking Dead.
So you will have a chance to get them. It's just the chance of getting any one without buying singles is low.
It's low to the point of being not worth it. So yeah, that's what we've got. And honestly, other than the Fortnite weirdness, just because of the reasons I stated, I think most of this is actually kind of neat. Yeah. This bear and this fish in this Fortnite picture, just I can't even. Stop it. Yeah, let's put it back on Chun-Li. There we go. I think this move is called the yeah. And then someone jumps over it and hits you in the face.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
I just want to get the card where I can just leg sweep as Dulcim over and over and over again. And then I lose all my friends.
It's true, yeah. So, yeah. Then we've got Arena showing what standard rotation is going to look like. Remember, rotation is going to be... I don't know what any of these set symbols are.
So, Ikoria, Theros... I'm sorry. Throne of Eldraine, Ikoria... Throne of Eldraine, Theros Beyond Death, and Ikoria... Layer of Monsters, along with Core Set 2021, the Teferi themed core set, will be rotating out.
Oh, look, it says it right here.
You mean I didn't have to just butcher that over and over again? Thanks.
Yeah, and I didn't have to just admit that I didn't know, and I'm a big dummy. So, turns out we both lose.
Yay, at least as long as I'm not alone.
So yeah, those Eldraine, Theros, Ikoria, and Core 2021 will rotate out. You'll notice there's no core set listed for next year, because I guess
it's too much other stuff.
Yeah, How long did the core set coming back last?
They bring it back, they take it away. They bring it back, they take it away.
No, that's a legit question. How long did that last?
I don't remember.
Not long.
Was there an M20?
Origins was gonna be like Origins was the 2016 one basically. So I thought there was an M20.
I think there was a 20 and a 21. And
Wasn't
then
there
this
18, 19? It didn't stay away for very long, did it?
I think it only missed like 2 releases, didn't it? I swear I
Yeah,
can't remember.
only 1 or 2, because they thought they were going to be able to use reprints and stuff in the other sets to make up for the core set not being there. But later they're like, nah, we kind of need this.
Okay, here
But
we
I guess
go.
they
We had
all the time.
2012, 13, 14, 15, and then Origins.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, then there was a 19, a 20, and a 21.
Okay, it came back with 19.
Oh, yeah, 19 was where the Elder Dragons came back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, back in the day, core sets only came out every other year, so who knows? Maybe they'll just decide, we don't have to do this every year if we don't need it.
That was way back in the day, though.
Mm-hmm.
That was like beginning of this show back in the day.
Yeah.
Wait. No. By the time we started. No. Yeah, we started in 07. So 08 was our first full year.
The first set we did previews for was
Morning Time.
Morning Tide. Yep, I remember that. So
yeah, because we did the news about changing of core sets.
I am being told I am going to have to go. JJ had to go to the vet yesterday and was in some serious pain and is doing better now, but she can't really get outside on her own. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off, guys. I know we're pretty much at the end here. That very last announcement, I'm like, woohoo! The thing coming up, I guess, next year. So, but I'm going to have to go. So everybody have a great night and stay safe and don't be dumb. Just don't do it.
If
Not
you
a
can.
dumb area.
All right, night, B.
Good night.
Good night.
Sorry about that. Talk to you later.
Okay, hang on. Where was I? Course. Okay, yeah. So yeah, we covered. Oh yeah, because it went from 10th edition to M10. Oh yeah, and we totally covered that. And then they were like, "All right, we're getting rid of core sets," and we were like, "Okay." And then they were like, "Hey, we're bringing back core sets," and we were like, "Fine." Except for Clues, who was like, "Yay!" And now there's not even a mention that they're not doing a core set. There's just not one listed. So, great, good job. But okay. Oh, and Brian left before we got to this. The Netflix show. You guys remember the Netflix show? Like, not the movie, but the animated Netflix show that was, being led by the Russo brothers?
Yeah, I just assumed it had died out completely for lack of a plan.
Well, there was an article that popped up somewhere just a week or two before this about, hey, it's not dead, but the entire creative team, including the Russos, left, but there were new people on. And the reason that the Russos left was something, what did it say? It was differences in vision of execution of the plan, which sounds a lot to me like, WotC meddling, but I have no basis for that. But yeah, after that, I can't remember. If I can find that article again, it's in the Discord somewhere. I'll drop it in the show notes. But
send it to me on Messenger. Let me go look for it.
Oh, I did? Oh, I did. Yeah, I dropped it in the dorks Discord or the dorks Messenger chat. Nice.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Okay, hang on. We don't talk much there, so scroll. Oh, this was on Friday, so just a few days before this. Whoop. Okay, how does this look on OBS? Looks like crap. Okay, hang on. Let me fix it. There we go. So, yeah, it was going to be a CG animated series. Yeah. And it was announced in 2019 with the Russo brothers at the helm. Here we go. They departed early in the process over different visions for how best to adapt the IP. And then Jeff Klein is overseeing the creation, and he had something to do with Transformers Prime. It doesn't say what, but I think Transformers Prime was one of the shows that people really loved. I think. Isn't it? Dirk, do you know that one?
Transformers Prime?
Yeah, do you remember that one?
No.
Damn it. Chat? Anybody? Hang on. There's so many different Transformers cartoons that it's hard to keep track of. Transformers Prime.
Beast Wars was the last one I ever watched.
Oh, dear God. That was like 1,000 years ago.
I know.
Okay, this is the one that ran from
terrible
2010
movies.
to 2013. And yeah, this is the one that I was thinking of. That people really loved. It won lots of awards. Yeah. Okay. But Jeff Klein, again, apparently had something to do with that. I don't know what, because it just says parentheses Transformers Prime. But, oh my God, there's so much pop-up crap on here. Go away. Hang on. Okay, that won't... There's no make this go away button. While the Russo brothers are no longer part of the animated series, their passion for the game, combined with their early creative perspective and input, helped us to shape the project. Yeah, okay, whatever. Okay, so this article really doesn't say anything other than everyone who was involved isn't, and there's new people on it. Okay. Which does not, to me, sound like a very good sign. But, you know, that's me. But apparently now it's focusing on Gideon, who I remind you has been dead for like 3 years. And yeah, we can see visual previews and even better, hear from the voice of Gideon himself, Brandon Routh, who people keep saying he's Superman. Brandon Routh is not Superman. Brandon Routh played Superman once, badly. Apparently he was better in the Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover or whatever, but that doesn't count because that was a cameo. It might have been an extended cameo, still a cameo. Shut up. You know who's Superman? Nobody comes to mind anymore because when I think of Henry Cavill, I think of The Witcher. I don't think of Superman anymore. Not that I ever really did. He looks like Superman, but those movies were bad. I get Christopher Reeve, I guess, is still Superman. Like, it's not Dean Cain because he's a right-wing idiot, and he was never a good Superman anyway. Who's the guy from the new show? Is he a good Superman? We'll go with him. But anyway, yeah. So this is a thing, and it's apparently it's gonna come out next year.
Like actually come out?
Yeah, it says Magic comes to Netflix in 2022. According to the reveal, according to what somebody in the Discord said, like scripting is done and voice recording is already starting or almost done or something. This is like third-hand information. But yeah, apparently it's actually a thing. And I agree with you, Chifuji. Brandon Routh is way more Evil Boyfriend number 3, the superpowered vegan, than he is really anybody else, to me personally. That was in Scott Pilgrim versus the World. Which, if you haven't seen it, you should see it. Just remember, you're supposed to hate the main character. He sucks. Once you realize that, You'll enjoy the movie a lot more. Ouch. But yeah. So that's neat. It'll be cool to see how weird this is. It says, expanding on the events that unfold in the Netflix series, the prequel novel dives into how Gideon and Jace bond and distance as they share causes, but distinct perspectives and abilities. So apparently we're getting another novel. There was some discussion in the Discord about why in God's name are they using Gideon, who's been dead for 3 years, mind you.
Mm-hmm.
And I honestly have no answer to that. Other than we thought we could tell cool Gideon stories. It's all I got.
I get, or maybe because his story does come to a definitive end, so they don't run the risk of, they don't run as much risk of going outside of continuity with stuff they want to do.
That's true.
It could be that the series will deal with his end. Maybe?
Sure.
I don't know. But yeah. I'm cautiously optimistic. Like, a lot of the Netflix stuff that I have watched lately has been really good.
Good.
I mean, the Masters of the Universe Revelation that we talked about before, Voltron, She-Ra, freaking, I've heard innumerable times that the Fear Street trilogy is amazing. I still haven't taken the time to watch it yet, sadly. That I've heard mostly good things about the new Transformers cartoons that are Netflix exclusives. So, yeah, hell yeah, let's go. Hopefully it won't suck. Which is really all we can hope for at this point when it comes to magic. Is hopefully it won't suck.
Yeah.
Oh, Chifuji said the new guy on Superman and Lois is awesome. Awesome. Good. Yes. I don't know his name though because I don't watch television. I have been spoiled by some of the best animated stuff out there. I'm going to watch the new, like, for kids Netflix He-Man, and hopefully that'll bring me back down to earth. Did you guys know there's another He-Man show coming?
No.
Like, not the continuation of Revelation, like the second half of it. No. A whole other separate cartoon that's, like, for kids. That's He-Man again. The timing on that is really weird. I don't even remember what it was called. I just saw a trailer for it in my brain. I heard the sound of glass shattering, and then later I had drool on my chest and didn't know why. I think I spaced out for a good hour. But anyway. So yeah, that's the announcements. So what do we think overall there, dorks?
It's a good stuff coming.
Yeah.
Some of it good, some of it we'll see.
Yeah, we will. Oh, wait a minute. I wonder if I can find it in the video here. Oh, I saw the word Netflix pop up. Okay, here we go. Let me go back to this. Come on, show me some animation or something. Hang on. Skipping ahead in the video. Oh, there's Gideon. What? Go away. So at 1 hour, 1 minute, and 23 seconds, we get character designs on Gideon. Yeah, that is definitely Gideon. Young Gideon. Oh, and there's the 3D model. Huh. Not bad. Oh, and the 3D model spinning. Oh my god, he has the hottest ass. I mean, what?
America's ass.
That is Where's he from?
Dominaria's ass. Oh, he's from
Theros.
Theros.
That is Theros' ass. Oh, and there's Brandon Routh. Look at, he is so cute. I just want to pinch his little cheeks. But okay, yeah, there we go. By the way, if you want to watch this showcase, it's like an hour long. Just under an hour long if you skip ahead past the countdown that lasts for 10 minutes. So yeah, just jump to 9:50 and hit the go button. And yeah, you can watch the entire showcase where they talk about all of this stuff. Yeah. But okay, so sorry. I just realized there's a video up top and I could skip ahead to see that. So back to you dorks. What do you guys think?
Like I
Cool
said,
stuff.
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I know I want to check out the Warhammer 40K and the Lord of the Rings Commander stuff.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings isn't until the next year,
Yeah, I know.
right? No, I mean I was asking.
No, you're right. It's
Okay.
2023.
Scroll. My God, this article's so long. Scroll. Yeah, 2023. Okay. And Warhammer, it says later in 2022. So they don't even have a date for that just yet. I'm curious about the double Innistrad set. Not the double feature boosters, but actually 2 Innistrad sets like back to back.
Yeah, when they first talked about going to the only standalone large set model, they said, yeah, we're still gonna, we're not gonna be jumping around all the time. If we need to stay somewhere for story reasons, then we're gonna stay somewhere for story reasons. And of course, right after they started doing that only standalone set model, we spent the year in Ravnica. I was like, okay. So I guess they were just prepping us for this. So
yeah, we've jumped around ever since, right?
Yes, we've jumped around ever since.
Stark just made an interesting point in the chat that New Capenna is the only new thing that they're doing. That didn't even click with me.
That's a good point.
Yeah, everything else is a rehash or a remake or a revisit. Even the non-standard stuff is unset 4.
Yeah, 4.
Yeah, and more D&D and more Double Masters and more Jumpstart. Huh. I did not even twig that while we were talking. Good call, Stark. Huh.
To their credit, they have done a lot of new stuff in the past couple of years.
That is also true. Yeah, like just look at
Eldraine, Ikoria, Kaldheim, and Strixhaven. Completely new.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Just look at what's in standard right now. It's all new stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Theros and Dominaria and Zendikar.
Is Dominaria still in? Is Zendikar still in? See, I don't even know, dude.
Not Dominaria. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Okay, good. Okay, so Theros and Zendikar are not new.
Correct.
But everything else is.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Well, that's not so bad then. So it looks like they're going to be bouncing around. Some years we get new stuff, other years we don't. Like, I understand going back to Dominaria because of the 30th anniversary, sure. And Kamikawa might as well be new, let's be honest.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. Brothers War, like, that gets a special pass. It's like, yes, they've been to this world, they've done this story before, but that was like 30 years ago.
Yeah. It just seems weird that they're doing Dominaria United and then the Brothers War flashback. You think they do the Brothers War to set up the conflict and show us that, and then do Dominaria United
Yeah, it might be
Like-
an interlude before the big finish.
That could be like I'm just thinking like dramatically, not
Mhm.
anything to do with magic itself. But you show how bad things were, and then like Infinity War and Endgame.
Hmm.
Like you show how awful things are, and then everybody comes together and unites, and yay on your left, and then Chewie cries in the theater, and every time he thinks about that scene, but
Yeah,
like right now,
it's kind of like it makes me think of Tempest Block. They took the break to go back and have the flashback for Urza's block to help set up some more of the stuff that was happening in Mercadian Masks and Invasion.
see that was during my off years. I completely forgot that was a thing, but you're right.
Hmm. So I'm thinking Dominaria United, it's more of the story of Karn coming up with this big grand plan to defeat the Phyrexians once and for all. We have this flashback to the Brothers' War to set up more of that stuff, and there's the finale after it. That's what I'm thinking. That's what this suggests to me.
Oh yeah, because we don't know what comes after the Brothers' War. Aha!
Mhm.
You right. Okay, I get it. I can see it. I can dig it. Sucker. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, because they, you know, bothering to seed Vorinclex into Kaldheim, it's obvious they want to keep that story up. They're going to do something with it soon.
Oh God, I'd forgotten all about that.
Hmm.
Neat. All right then. So that's the Magic Showcase 2021, which apparently used to be announcement day, but now it's Magic Showcase. Did they give us warning that this big drop was coming? Like I know none of us know, but I'm asking the audience because like this all seemed to catch most of us off guard.
Yeah, I don't think I've visited the main Magic website as part of my like regular daily or weekly reading in like literal months. I haven't read any of my regular daily weekly stuff in months. Something happened and I got out of the habit of it, so I don't know what's going on until you tell me about it.
I'm a helper or something. Also, here. Whoa, Dirk, you gonna make it? Here is that.
I keep hitting the pause, the mute button, but apparently it didn't mute me when I do it.
Clearly not, because you just. Here is this Johannes Voss. What was this Karmic Guide? Yeah, Karmic Guide wallpaper. At least as much of it as I can fit on the screen. This is really pretty. Looks very anime. Like looks very 80s anime to me. And I mean that like in a good way. Stark even said, "Oh my God, Dirk." Although I still remember the very first time that Stark was on the show, the first thing he said was,
That's
so it's okay, Dirk. You're fine.
Well, actually, I need to go to bed, so.
Well, that's cool because we're done. So, hey, Dirk, what's the final thought?
Oh, final thought. Diablo 2 reimagining and everything looks really good. And I also hate it.
Mm-hmm.
Because it looks really good, and yet somehow Blizzard really screwed up Warcraft 3. I mean, like, really screwed it up. And so I hate the fact that Diablo 2 looks like Blizzard actually gave them a budget and are like, yes, this is what we want it to do. We want it to look like this. We want it to do this. And didn't do it for the other game. Another flagship game. So yeah.
On top of all the other reasons to roll your eyes hard at Blizzard.
I know. But yeah, that's my final thought. This stuff looks some of it looks, the stuff for WotC looks good.
Oh, excuse me.
And that's about all I got.
Fair enough. Well, get you some sleep, Dirk.
I am. You guys have a wonderful night.
Night, man.
Good night.
Oh, hey, Dirk. Is he gone already?
Yeah.
Never mind. Well, I was going to tell him Cardboard Samurai said that Diablo 2 was outsourced. So. Huh. I'll try to remember to tell him that tomorrow. But even so, that means they paid someone else to do it right. Instead of, them screwing it up themselves. So I think Dirk's still applies. Well, how about you, Mike?
So yeah, I'm glad you're keeping me informed on big stuff going on with Magic. That's how I found out about the Netflix thing being alive again. That's how I found out about all this stuff right here. Because I don't think I remember seeing stuff about this in my Facebook feed. I do remember seeing at least one person say something about, being disappointed with Magic and something along those effects. I'm like, okay. I mean, I've heard people say that every day for decades, so that doesn't tell me anything new. But yeah, like I said earlier, I'm cool with Magic being a platform for stuff. You can do some really neat things with it. Show off some really neat ideas. And to your point earlier, the normal Magic, the Magic that a person knows and loves when they don't like the other extra stuff, side stuff, is there. It's there in, Neon Dynasty and New Capenna and Dominaria United and Brothers War and Crimson Vow and Midnight Hunt and all that good stuff.
Yeah, it's still there.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of doubt that standard legal sets are going to, start featuring, I don't know, the Dresden Files. I just looked up and that's the first IP I saw. So, yeah. Yeah, Crimson Hunt and Midnight Night. That's the one. Yeah, those sets.
Yeah.
Ow!
You okay?
I have my elbow.
Oh.
Okay. All right. So, as for me, oh man, so I've been playing a lot of Hitman, right?
Yes.
I was gonna say just say yes, Mike.
I do happen to know that because I get email notifications about YouTube videos and stuff.
Ah. Well, you've got to watch the one that's going public tomorrow, Mike. You should have watched it ahead of time because I wanted feedback on it, but you're busy, so you get a pass this time.
Yeah.
This time. But, so, okay. I did a stream last weekend, I think. Last weekend, whenever it was. where I was going Easter egg hunting in Hitman. Hitman is loaded with bizarre secrets and Easter eggs. And so I just went through, I found a video that showed off a bunch of them, and I jotted down notes for, quick fire. Okay, here's how you do this one. Here's how you do this one. And I spent the stream just trying to find all the ones that were in the Hitman 1 levels. And, oh my God, that was exhausting, because some of these are very well hidden and are a large pain in the ass to actually get. But they're so worth it when you do. And so I'm turning these into, like, heavily edited YouTube videos, a chunk at a time. And the first one involved skeletons in Sapienza and the Monkey Christ painting, which is just in the church in Sapienza. And the Moroccan army having a dance-off. And I put, like, background music and lots of, edits for humor and this and that and the other. And I was very proud of it. And I posted it up, and I'm like, hey, watch this and let me know what's wrong with it. Because, one, I'd worked on it for literally 2 days straight, and I couldn't see problems anymore. And two, I'm trying to prime the Patreon audience to start watching things ahead of time, because I'm really going to need them to do that for the MCU stuff. And because this is, like, essentially I'm doing this for practice with the editing stuff for the MCU videos. So yeah, I posted that up, and I got some feedback, including one thing that I just completely forgot to do. It's like, I had to go back like 3 times because I didn't know what the hell you were talking about. I went, huh? And I went to my video and looked, and I went, I never put the thing that I meant to. Whoops, thank you. See, I couldn't see it anymore. So, yeah, the version that is up now is the finished version. It'll go public in the morning. But I'm going to be doing these Hitman Easter egg hunts. It's called the Great Hitman Easter Egg Hunt. And, yeah, I'm going to do another stream trying to get some of the ones that are in Hitman 2 and Hiccups. And, yeah, it's going to be... I think they're going to be good. I'm really proud of this first one. I spent, oh God, several hours today working on the second one. So I'm very excited. And of course I'm streaming Hitman and Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, which is so good. Oh my God, it's so good. And I really need to go back and do more Doom 64, damn it. Every time I'm like, tonight I'm going to play Doom 64, I end up not streaming that night for, like, various and sundry reasons. Like, I didn't stream last night because, like, I had a muscle in my jaw that was really, really tight, and it freaking hurt. And I didn't want to try to stream with that going on because I knew that would just make it worse and I would be angry. Yeah. So, and of course, last night I was, I'm going to stream Doom 64, and then I was like, no, I'm not. I got, like, partial lockjaw here. Let's not do that. It feels better today. It's still a little tight, but not painfully so. So I don't know what that's about. But anyway. And once I finish one of these games, I'm going to start... I don't know which one, but I'm going to start a game that I've been wanting to stream for a very long time. And it's either going to be Resident Evil 4, because I love Resident Evil 4, or Eternal Darkness. But I haven't decided which one yet. Because as much as I loved Eternal Darkness, I don't know how well it holds up gameplay, like, overall wise.
Gosh. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know. But one of those I'm going to be streaming at some point in the nearish future. Because, damn it, I want to play a game that I already know and love that is old and, you know, Resident Evil 4 isn't really esoteric, but it's getting up there far enough in age to where there are a lot of people that might not have played it or might not have played it in a very long time. And it's really good. And then Eternal Darkness is just bizarre, and you can't play it anymore unless you're emulating or you happen to have, you know, a GameCube I guess, or a Wii. Do I still have Eternal Dark? I think I still have the disc. I don't think I ever traded it in. So I won't feel bad emulating it. Ha ha ha.
I still have it. I can let you borrow it, and then you can emulate.
Damn it, that's funny. Or maybe Time Splitters 2? Oh, Time Splitters 2. I'll add that to the list too. Time Splitters 2 is really great. But anyway, it's an actual funny first person shooter. But anyway, right. So, let me do the Patreon thing. So, if you would like to help support what I do with all of these streams and YouTube videos and podcasts, and help me make my upcoming videos better, then you can go to patreon.com/themanapool and become a lifeguard, and you can get these videos early and get the odds and ends and get the sponsorship shout out. Yeah. Speaking of which, let me thank our mythic lifeguards. Al, Kim Maho, Scuzzo, John Parker, Jake Jansons, Mike, hey. Scroll. Team Uhillas, how are you? PJ McMullen, Violet Moon, The Beast Father, Aaron Goodwine, Jason Kaus, Andrew Hunt, Aleph Cat. Thank you for the tip on that Aleph Cat. Aleph Cat's the one that told me, hey, I didn't understand this wasn't funny. And I'm like, what? And yeah. Cody Buckowing, Casey, Jeff Spencer, Gothic Man, Jason Doan, Mr. Dr. Lewis, Connor Kennedy, Stan, and ALK Alters. Yay. And to all the lifeguards at every tier, of course. Because I quite literally could not do this without you. DoorDash pays aight, but it doesn't pay that well. So, yeah, with that, though, we'll be done with episode 630 of the Mana Pool. Be sure to let us know what you think about any of this, Universes Beyond, or the standard sets, or the other assorted nonsense. Are you, like, super excited about the 6 cards and Command Tower and Soul Ring that are in Commander Collection Black? Why are people excited about the Snake token? I don't know. So yeah, just let us know what you think. Because I'm curious what the general consensus is, because I am very jaded, in case you couldn't tell. I know, it's a shock. But anyway, with that, we'll be done. So thank you all so very much for joining us, and go play some Fortnite? Wait, no.